Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile, which everybody will get to play.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
So what you just heard is probably one of the things you should not do during a press event for your new game coming out. That little extra you just heard was from BlizzCon 2018 for the Diablo Immortal reveal at their fan event.
One of the greatest responses to outcry I've ever seen.
Oh my God, this is probably what not to. This is the step-by-step of what you shouldn't do at a fan press event.
You all got phones, don't you?
Got phones. Like, who taught you? Do you guys not even do Oh my God. So, for everybody,
pick up a phone.
Just so for everybody to have context about all of this. So, BlizzCon, right? It's this really big convention for Blizzard and all their games and all their services and all their, like, shenanigans that they do all throughout the year. So, all their really big games like, Overwatch and, Heroes of the Storm and World of Warcraft with Diablo, all their big titles, and they offer, like, a really big hoo-ha. So, they had a reveal for their newest game, which is going to be a mobile game. Because, Diablo fans love mobile stuff.
I mean, they totally have been waiting for years for a full-fledged release, only to be given this.
Man.
You don't know how you know it's not a full release?
Why?
It's not numbered.
Yikes. Oh, God. And so during the course of it, they had like a Q&A section, which is the best part. And there were some rogues in the audience. So just for
rogues?
I
would like to call them heroes, if we may.
I mean, I call them heroes of the shitstorm because that's really what they were.
I mean, do you, man?
So they flesh out the question beforehand, so you have to actually tell them what your question going to be. And one gentleman was just like, "Nah, I'm going to just ask something else," and he did. He pretty much said like,
allegedly, by the way,
allegedly, and he said, "Is this some out of season April Fool's joke?" Which is the iconic. Best. Like, that's historic. Like, you don't...
Now, mind you, Diablo 3 was initially released May 15th, 2012. Okay? Mm-hmm. Today, well, when this all happened, I believe this happened a couple of days ago. But for sake of it, let's say November 1st, 2018. Okay? That's over 6 years. 6 years and some change. Where Diablo fans have been waiting for a Diablo game. Now, I am not that entrenched in the Diablo community, but I do hear things and I listen to stuff. And it's not that Diablo 3 was bad, it's just that it wasn't the game that the fans, the hardcore fans, really wanted. Diablo 2 seems to be the most beloved one of the bunch. But for sake of time, let's just talk about what we have. And that's Diablo 3. That's 6 years that people have been waiting for an announcement of some sort that says, y'all are gonna get this Diablo game that you deserve. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. And it's also gonna be on mobile. Womp, 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 womp. Nothing they could have done would have survived the outcry, but they could have done things to soften the blow a teensy bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a smidgen.
Like, not come at their financial situations.
Yeah, that wasn't smart at all. Like, I watched it. I was cringing and laughing at the same time watching it. Like, it was so... It was like, who taught y'all how to do this? Like, y'all have been doing this thing called, Blizzard for like umpteen years, and I'm sure y'all have a whole department dedicated to PR and marketing. You mean to tell me nobody there gave y'all a little briefing of what you should and shouldn't say?
Nope.
Like, how do you have a company that large and be this, like, inept at doing something like this? Like, it just blows my mind. Oh, God. But it's been good fodder, though. I know that much. Like, this has been incredible for us.
Mind you, Diablo 2, the one I mentioned that was supposed to be beloved.
Uh-huh.
The release date for that is June 29th, 2000. Now, here are things that could have been put out. A Diablo 2 HD remake, because people really love that game. Like, really love it. It's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. Diablo 4. Because, clearly they are not very good at releasing games at the most timely fashion. I almost fear to look up when Diablo 1 was released.
What? Why are you taking so many jabs at them in their timeline?
Look, man. Diablo 2 was 2000 and Diablo 3 was 2012. It's not as if they are the best at releasing things. But you know what? Maybe they want to gain the sit and stew and be loved by all. And that's fine. I'm not going to make it seem like their time frame is terrible. They have a process, that's fine. But if you're going to release something, especially something like this, you don't do it on the big stage in front of all the fans, some of which were in very elaborate cosplays.
Extremely elaborate.
So these ain't just people who play the game. They breathe this game. They eat this game for breakfast. They live it. They came to BlizzCon to be blown away. And the most iconic thing about that was Red Shirt Guy.
Yes. Ugh. That was so good. I think the first part that I really liked was when that one guy came up and asked if it was going to be not on mobile at some point.
And everybody booed.
Because they were like, you don't have phones?
That part was iconic.
It was. That was historic.
And I want that to be right next to Patrick Soderlin.
Yes.
Saying that if you don't like it, don't buy it.
Yes. I feel like this is just a really good way to like talk about just like gaming PR and when it goes really left. Cause this is just a good opportunity.
I don't know about left. I think it went down in the toilet.
Wow. Dang. That's even worse than going left.
Ugh.
Oof. Oof.
I mean, we see what happens when it does.
Yeah, this is the yikes I've been needing to laugh at. So, the other companies have had little faux pas like this too. I mean, this probably the worst because it's on camera.
Oh yeah,
this is going to be viral for the whole week. Like this is going to be.
It's going to be memed.
It's already been memed. You showed me that one.
Oh, you're right. I mean, it's going to be memed even worse. But I mean,
it's an out of season April Fool's joke using that old picture for the anime. That was so good.
And it worked.
Whoever made that is just.
These are geniuses at work.
Like the internet is undefeated.
It's beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
It's beautiful.
Do you think they could have done anything to like alleviate the situation when it was happening?
As it was, not ask if we have phones. Not do that.
Cause I mean, he figured,
or not. You know what? Maybe that was best. Okay, not to definitively say it's not coming to PC right now. Okay, tell the truth. That's fine.
That would have been better. I think the transparency would be better, but not be.
However, I think what they could have done is, maybe leave the door open, if only to not, excite the rage of many fans on stage, because that was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was tough.
Like, I get it. Y'all upset, but that's right. I feel for those guys, man, that they had to stand up there and kind of take the brunt of all the initial rage. And I doubt that they're gonna go back later, the people who, who were such mean bullies, quote unquote. They're gonna go back and be like, man, let's apologize for something like that. Maybe they will, maybe, I don't know. Gamers are weird sometimes about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Point is.
They kind of are.
Point is. Yikes.
Yikes of the year. This is such a good way to close out the year, honestly.
I think a thing that people were like not really because I've seen a lot of outrage of people who are like, he shouldn't have said that to them. They're just developers. That was mean. What about the part where he's like, you all don't have phones? That's not exactly a good way to react, you know? The best way to have dealt with that was probably not to even react. To probably just like say, you know, okay, we understand. But that backlash, that was frustration. That was sitting in his chest.
Cause he was sitting on saying like, oh my God, they don't want this mobile game. Why don't you want this mobile game? We're making this for you.
Right? This is for the fans.
Oh God.
So you can give us money.
I don't get why a company that has strictly made games on PC would decide out of the blue, let's make a mobile game. I mean, I get why. I know the real why, because of course they're owned by another company who probably want more money. They definitely want that mobile money.
Activision.
But when you know your core fan base, the people who came to BlizzCon don't really care for mobile gaming. You're like, oh, that was just not a good call.
It's very safe to say that of all their properties, right? A lot of the properties are played on PC, even if they are available on consoles. I would hazard to say that Overwatch has the largest presence on PC. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. Heroes of the Storm, PC. Diablo, mostly PC. Mm-hmm. So if they had said something like they were making a console release of something, maybe they were going to release like Diablo 2 HD on consoles. That would not have garnered nearly as much hatred as a mobile game.
Yeah.
Especially since PC players just got this kind of crap from EA. Let us not forget Command and Conquer.
Oh yeah.
Being turned into a mobile game.
Oh, that was awful.
Yes. They were not happy.
Bad things.
And now they have to relive this.
They didn't have to, honestly. They chose this life.
No, you're right. But I mean, as the consumer, they have to.
Well, of course.
They have to hold this L right now.
Oh, this is going to be a good L for them. Like, this is the definitive L for Blizzard for the next week or so with this whole news cycle.
Every announcement after that has to be the best thing. And they've already blown their Overwatch load.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, they've already done that. So now they have to make something happen with World of Warcraft, maybe?
Maybe.
Heroes of the Storms, I think they're up soon.
Oh, what about Hearthstone?
Oh.
You used to play Hearthstone. Used to play Hearthstone. We both did.
Yes, I did. I even spent money on that game.
You did?
Yeah. Huh. Bought one of the expansions.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then they nerfed my deck to hell. And I was like, I'm not going to keep spending money on this. So, yeah, goodbye.
I think that Blizzard should know better. Like, I can't give them any leeway with this because they've been around for so long and they've been doing this for so long and they know how gamers are. I want to point out one thing that was interesting. Well, I don't want to say interesting. That was kind of like shitty about the situation is them. Okay, so the actual reveal trailer that was on YouTube has more dislikes than likes right now.
A lot more.
And I think some people were alleging that they're deleting comments from that YouTube video. I think I've been seeing a lot of tweets about that.
You think so?
People are speculating that they're doing that. There's one guy had a screenshot of them deleting comments.
No.
I'm like, that's bad.
That's not how you do that.
Just disable comments. That's all you have to do. If you don't want bad comments, just disable them. Don't delete them. Because at that point, it shows your hand.
Yeah. Comments are still enabled. And their like to dislike ratio right now is 13K likes and 386 dislikes.
Yikes! That's a lot of dislikes to like ratio.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This ain't good.
Ain't good at all.
This is kind of bad.
Kinda?
And it's 2.3 million views.
It's only gonna get more. This is the weekend. The actual news cycle.
The initial. Oh no!
Like the news cycle hasn't even really started yet.
Nope.
It don't start until Monday morning.
This ain't good.
Like when everybody who's going to work sees this.
Yeah, check back on this next week. Give this a week.
Oh God.
Oh, that's not good. It's kind of bad.
Oh,
and what's
God.
really bad is that this doesn't look like a terrible trailer.
The game actually looks fun.
It's just
not what people want. Like, I think you should always consider your fan base before you make big decisions like this.
I think the Q&A, even if we didn't have those questions, right? The Q&A wasn't great.
It wasn't.
They did not answer. People were like, "Are we gonna have the progression system that we like? Are you going? What? Or is it gonna be difficult?"
Oh yeah, because you want to know if it's gonna be like hardcore mode's gonna be available.
Yes.
He's like, nah. Because what he really wanted to say was, nah, fam, like, these people who brought this game probably aren't that adept anyway, so we don't want them to feel like they can't play it. So
we want this to be accessible to the widest range.
Exactly.
Okay. That they didn't give a lot of straight answers. They gave very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sterile.
Clinical?
You know huh?
Clinical?
Yeah, I will go with sterile. They gave very sterile answers. They gave answers that were like corporate as fuck and just middle of the road, so they don't commit to anything.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like transparency is so good. It works in your favor.
And the one thing you were transparent about was the one thing people wish you weren't so transparent about.
Like, if they would just come to like say, hey, you know, this is really just a mobile experience. If they would have said that, it would have made way more sense than what they're trying to do.
Yeah. I feel like this is a podcast like we are like some huge Diablo fans.
I mean, I played Diablo over the years. I'm not a hardcore Diablo fan. Like, I've definitely enjoyed 3 probably the most. That's the one I had the most experience with. But I would say I'm like an aficionado for like Blizzard and stuff like that.
Let's get that out the gate.
Yeah,
we're
not
Diablo faithfuls or anything like that.
But we're still gamers who know about good PR
and
but bad PR.
We know a bad show and we see one.
I mean, that Q&A sector was godlike. Like, that is, oh God.
I ain't seen nothing like this since EA at E3.
Yikes. So let's talk about some other companies who've had some really bad, like, press junkets and
like
stuff.
EA at E3.
Yeah, that was
They
rough.
talked about FIFA and nobody did anything.
None.
Dead silence.
Because nobody wants FIFA really, except for, they're in the wrong part of the world for FIFA fans. Like, most FIFA fans live in Europe. Like, that's honestly the demographic that really gets into FIFA is because Europe really plays soccer. People in America don't really play soccer. Like, we like football, like regular American football. So it was expected for me not to really care about FIFA here.
What I love about EA in their presentation is that one of the things you'll type in when you go into EA and E3 or something like that is cringe.
Yikes.
Cringe compilation.
Yikes.
Cringe Kings.
Cringe Kings? What is that?
That is EA.
Cringe Kings?
They are the kings of cringe.
Yikes. I didn't know that was a thing.
That is a thing.
Oh, wow. I need to do some research.
And EA is another company really bad at PR. Let's not even touch on the Patrick Soderlund thing. I think we did that plenty.
Yeah, we had a whole episode about just shitting on EA.
It's hilarious.
It's great.
We might be able to talk about.
Wait. There's a person we really talk about. What's his face? David Cage.
Oh, David Cage,
PR god.
David Cage.
He is probably best PR person ever.
He worked with Ellen Page. Nothing else matters. He worked with Ellen Page.
Oh God. Okay, so
David Cage, Ellen Page. It rhymes.
Stop
it's
it.
amazing.
Stop it. Stop that. Stop that right now. I think the stuff he was talking about for Being Human, Detroit, that PR was god awful. Like, he was just like, I don't even care what you guys think. I do like provocative games and just
I make games that make you feel and
think. Like, he's just being just awful. Oh, he's so bad. I don't see why people even like deal with him.
Another PR nightmare, and I'm sorry, Michael.
Yikes. This is gonna hurt.
Liffy B? With lawbreakers?
Whoa, timeout first. That's a flag on the play.
Timeout? No, they no timeout here.
Let's park the car really quick because
Okay,
you
okay,
tried it with that one. He didn't say anything nearly as bad as any of that we're talking about right now.
No. I'm not saying he did.
Okay.
But that wasn't good what he did.
What did he do that was so bad by lawbreakers?
Look, he might as well have come into the boardroom, put his proverbial phallus on the table and said, I'm Cliffy B. I got a game. It's the best. And that's it. And it was just like, we got high gravity. Yup, we shooting over here. Gravity. Guns. Cliffy B. And that's the marketing.
That's nowhere near as bad as other stuff. How
Yeah,
dare
at least-
you?
I mean, I guess at least he didn't. Well, he was kind of like, you have to be elite to play this game.
That's true. That he was a little. But he comes from. I'm not gonna explain. I'm not gonna like make an excuse for him.
He's so dude, bro.
He is so dude, bro. I can't even like explain it away. Like that's really his whole MO. He comes from that whole like era of like the old FPS stuff, that Quake and Unreal Tournament stuff. So that's probably how it comes from. That elitism.
Like every time he speaks, there's a rock guitar going off in the distance.
He actually doesn't even make games anymore. He says he's retiring for right now.
Yeah,
Sad.
he said that before Lawbreakers too.
Well, now he's not even like he left that company too.
Yeah, more like that company went under.
Whatever you want to put it.
I'm sorry, Michael.
I'm not here for this Cliffy B slander. Like I'm just not. I'm never here for
Michael.
it.
I'm
I will
sorry,
always,
but
I will
it's here.
always protect him. Like,
I wish you could protect that game.
yikes.
Cause it wasn't the worst.
It wasn't. It just wasn't what people wanted.
They wanted more than gravity and guns.
He's okay. I feel like he's speaking to an audience he doesn't. He thinks his audience is still those same people back in the day who are like now in their 30s and 40s.
His biggest mistake in that whole thing though was ignoring Overwatch.
Yeah,
he acted like they were just like a non-competitive thing.
They were a non-factor.
He was just like, Overwatch?
What's
I'm
that?
Cliffy B.
Like I've never even heard of that.
I'm Cliff Blazensky. What? Overwatch. He did not even consider it, and I think that might be
that was the bad.
his
That
biggest
was
mistake.
that was bad. That was some bad press right there. Like that wasn't good.
But Ubisoft, let's slip in over there.
Oh,
I gave Cliffy B enough.
Where are we going with this?
I feel like at this point I'm just firing off bad PR.
Oh, we'll go right
We
ahead.
got so many to work with.
That's true. We really do.
We're not interested in making games anymore. We want to make live services.
Oh,
that
God.
was the whole thing that Ubisoft said.
Oh.
Thus, you get games like The Division.
You
which
love
they
that game,
fixed,
though.
Which they fixed.
You love The Division, though.
And then announced The Division 2. They fixed The Division and said, we're going to make The Division 2 now. Okay? Okay. Why even fix it? Why even go through the trouble?
Because it's easy?
I don't know, man. They made some pretty drastic changes to that game.
Drastic? They were marginal changes. You're overreacting as usual.
I'm going to ignore you, Michael.
Why would you do that? We're on the
I'm
show.
going to ignore you right now.
We're on the show, though. You can't.
I want you to think about Cliff Blazensky right now. Go back into your land where he's the greatest.
He still is.
I don't know, man.
He gave us Gears of War.
As well as
We should always be thankful for that.
Gears of War, though?
Yes. He gave us chainsaw guns.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't you bring up the chainsaw guns.
Oh, you don't want to hear about the chainsaw guns?
Don't do that.
Okay. I see somebody forgot.
You don't bring up the Lancer, okay?
Really?
Don't bring up the Lancer.
I don't know why you're up.
That's different.
How is that different?
Because that's different, Michael.
It's not, though.
This ain't about that.
It's about
We
that.
are derailing the show
Okay.
right now.
Who else has something really bad? Oh, we can talk about Soul Calibur. You know, I love Soul Calibur to death. I think with Tiro was funny. They were no good for that. No, we gotta talk about. Okay, we can talk about that.
Oh.
I got another one too, but after that, we can talk about that one after. We can talk about Soul Calibur.
I just thought of one.
Okay. I was thinking about that one too, but let's talk about the one for Soul Calibur before we talk about the one Marvel.
If you got Soul Calibur, I'll take Marvel.
Okay, so they were like, we're gonna come up with Tira because people want her, but you gotta pay for her. And it was like this whole big to-do about if she's a pre-order bonus or she a extra character. And he was like, we weren't gonna put her in the game to begin with, but you guys whine so much. So, but they didn't say whine. They said his fans wanted her so much in this game to where we put her in after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, who, Tira, who even is that?
I don't know. I never heard of her.
Man, she hasn't been in this series since like ever. And then you look back and you see she's been in 3, 4, and 5. Oof.
Yikes. Yeah, that was a bad move for Namco Bandai. It's just as bad as that whole thing with the with DBZ Fire Special Edition. You don't get the season pass with it. They were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you don't get the season pass. You gotta buy that separate, even though you buy this expensive special edition."
And after they're mad because this is Dragon Ball Fighters and people are gonna buy it either way.
Yeah, pretty much. So
gamers got that bias.
They got that dollars though too.
But
Marvel's PR was abysmal. Like Marvel Infinite, while it's one of my favorite games,
yeah, you guys didn't get Magneto, but what players really want is a guy with an 8-way dash and with fast normals.
Functions, my friend.
It's really just a function.
Oh.
And you'll play it and see that function is still there.
Okay, now that was terrible, but the worst one was people even remember the X-Men. And you know what was funny? The person that said that was from Marvel. That guy who worked at Marvel said that. That was hilarious.
Now I get it. You guys at the time were beefing with Fox and you wanted people to forget the X-Men.
Yeah.
We get it.
It's kind of hard to forget the X-Men when there's still X-Men stuff out.
Ever. You can't go around oofing that hard.
Oof! So what was the biggest oof between that? Was it the function part or was it people don't even remember the X-Men?
That's difficult.
I need to defend function. How? Some people don't remember the X-Men though.
Okay, yeah, that's hard, right? But you're telling people, okay, it's either you telling people what they remember or you saying you don't want Magneto, you want a Magneto-like character.
That's true.
Which one would you be more insulted by? People thinking you don't know what you want or people thinking you don't know what you remember?
They're both good gaslighting techniques. This is a form of manipulation. Yikes.
Also think about where they came from. Cause, Peter Rosas.
I mean, he at least tried to quell people by saying hey.
His voice couldn't save this one.
I think I'm gonna go with the X-Men being the worst one, and here's why. So, for someone who works at Marvel to act like the X-Men don't exist, and people who are about to play his game don't remember the X-Men is insulting to the entire Marvel base. Like, it's impossible to be a Marvel fan and not know what who the X-Men are.
Yeah, that's hard.
Like, that's pretty hard. And he was speaking to those people anyway, because that's why he was there. Like, he's the Marvel side of this.
Love him or hate him. It's hard to forget the X-Men.
I think Peter Rosa was trying his best to speak to the FGC at that point, using 8-way dash. Like he was trying that was some really coded language. If you break it down, it was very much so not the casuals coming in. The guy who was coming in for casual was the Marvel side. They were casual. You don't remember them. But Peter was coming with that real hardcore FGC pro player talk.
I guess that's where I was coming from, because that was damn, you really about to tell me that if I want to, then who's the Wolverine function then? Who, Black Panther?
Maybe.
Where's the Storm function?
Nobody?
Man, you about to make me start digging into Marvel too.
Look, Ryu's there.
I almost said something real ugly. I almost choked on some of the ugliest words I was ever going to utter on this damn show.
This is bringing out the worst in you right now.
That I had to choke that down.
Good job. I'm proud of you for holding back and having restraint.
Because we have to make this a family-friendly show.
Yeah, we do.
He said Ryu was there.
He been in almost every tag game.
So has Wolverine.
He was a TVC. What are you talking about?
You're making this really hard.
I'm making this entertaining. He wasn't. How was he gonna be a TVC? Answer me that. Tell me, please.
We are talking about Marvel?
Ryu was in that TVC. Where was Ryu at? I mean, where was Wolverine at? Not there. He in every tag game. Where was Wolverine?
Every Marvel tag game.
It don't matter though. Where was he in CVS 1 and 2? Ryu was in all of them. See?
May the Lord guide me and my words and tongue. May He grant me the mercy to not say these ugly things to you, even after the mics are off.
Okay, so obviously we've come to the end of this episode. Do you have any final thoughts?
To bring it back to what this episode was about.
Okay.
I'm gonna need the game industry to learn how to PR.
Yeah.
Like really quick.
And they spend so much money on PR. That's the weird part about this.
Yeah, because more and more we're seeing these big Hollywood budget trailers downvoted to hell because they said something stupid or they did something stupid. It's all bad, man. It's all bad.
It is.
I feel like if you're gonna make a bad decision like that, just don't even say anything.
It's probably better to just not say nothing.
Like when Activision told people ain't gonna be no single player, right? They said solo. They were like, well, at the time they were like, well, we'll give you Battle Royale. Then they made the decision to hide masks behind the season pass that was hidden behind the deluxe edition. They said nothing. They just put it on the table and just walked away.
That's how you should do it. If you're gonna be scummy, just be scummy and just not say nothing.
They were just like, that's just how it is.
Either you buy
it or don't.
That's the sentiment. Buy it or don't, but don't actually say it.
Right?
Don't put that into the universe.
Right? You got EA out here putting loot boxes and stuff, and then Belgium said nah, and they was like nah to them. And they ain't said nothing about it. They were just like, look, nah, that's it. They wasn't like 2K that was like, can you please tell your government to give us the loot boxes back?
Yikes.
Please.
Yikes.
Like some, caught that word too.
Good job.
Like unsavory human beings.
That's a good one. I enjoy bad PR because it makes my life happy and I get so much joy out of it. And since I'm a person who really follows PR when it comes to like video games and even other stuff, when it's bad, it's so good.
Ooh.
So keep going, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. All right, guys, what do you guys think about bad PR in video games? Do you think that is really good? Do you think it hurts the game ultimately? Do
you have a phone?
And on that note, we're going to end this episode of Rushdown Radio. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you next time.